I have to speak up and say something. I bitch to myself all the time, but I think it's time to actually get out there and say something to be heard. And I don't care if you're a hater, if you're a left hard and you hate me and you want to go for it. I don't care. We don't care. Real Aussies don't give a shit. You got laws that were just passed that says mandatory sentencing. Now, for those two nurses, that equals 7 years, but yet not one charge has been laid. And on the news, on the radio, I was just listening, they're telling everyone that those two nurses only refused to treat Jews. That's it now. And their excuse is, like Sam Kerr, it was just a joke. And anyone with a brain in their fucking head knows that it wasn't a joke. You can hear it with your own ears. It's not a joke. And now they're trying to say, oh no, it's just a skit. Like, they just made it up. It's all fake. Look, it doesn't, see, whatever they do on the left, they get away with it. And then the media, the government, they're all just in damage control. Nothing's ever going to change. This has been going on for 20, 30 years. And we've been saying it for 20, 30 years. Like the Cronulla riots. I was living in Liverpool when that happened. And that happened because they were sexually assaulting and raping our women on the beaches and on the streets. And any time an Aussie tried to step in, they bashed him. And then they started driving around in carloads bashing everyone. And what triggered it off was a young girl was being sexually harassed on the beach. There's about 5 Muslims. And the boyfriend was a lifeguard or something. He was trying to actually help her. And they all jumped in and bashed him. So everyone got upset about it, and you have the right to be upset about it. And this is what they're trying to do. This is what Muslims do. Every time they do something really wrong and you react, their excuse is, oh, it's Islamophobia. I'm a victim now. Oh, it was just a joke. Poor me. Oh, we're the victims, like Palestine. Oh, we're all victims. You're not victims. You're the culprits. And you brought it to our country with this mass immigration, this bullshit that's just got to stop. I mean, how long have we been saying it? And yet, if you notice it on social media, they will block you. And if you don't agree with what the left want. So let's be honest here. This is not just Jews. This is whites, Christians, and Jews. And the reason they're doing it is because they hate Western civilization. So they flood in all these shit immigrants that are completely opposite to us, that hate our guts. And then they pander to them for votes. That's what created this. They do the same with the Aboriginal community, do the same with the LGBT, they do the same with men and women, do the same with children. They get our kids and they put this shit in their heads so that they grow up like little commies that hate their country, hate their flag, hate their history, hate their culture. And they're the same people. So if this is what they really think and they've been caught, that means that majority of them do, because it's their book, right? It's in the Quran, it's in the Hadith, it tells them to think and feel that way, but we all want to pretend like it's not happening. The way they carried on October the 8th, the day after. You can't sit there and say, it was weeks before Israel had even responded, but still they celebrated in the streets. Oh, and it's somehow they'll find a way to, but we're the victims, we're oppressed. It's just not true, and everyone's got to start waking up to the truth that they are the most corrupt. The left are domestic terrorists. They're like a virus, a disease, a cancer on Western democracy. They are eating away and chewing away all our freedoms, all our rights. These laws were only passed for whites, Christians, and Jews. So whenever you fuck up, even if it was a joke, it won't matter to the courts, man. They'll make an example out of you, and you'll be in jail for a long time. It's already happening in every single country, whether it's England or France or Holland or Ireland and all over the countrysides. That's why Trump just got elected. When are people going to wake up? This is not just an isolated event that we can cover up and sweep under the carpet. This is corruption to the core. And the left are domestic terrorists. And it's run by the WHO, the UN, and the WEF, and through the universities and their funding, major funding, through China and Qatar. Are you kidding me? You're not seeing it? We're all seeing it, but when our voices are shut down, everyone's trying to... Eventually, the people are going to have to stand up. That's what I wanted to come on here and say. We got to stand up. If we don't stand up, we're going to lose our country. And it's not about whites, because I know, all these cunts are going to come on here. Oh, white supremacists, white this, white that. I don't give a shit. I care about my people too. Why are they allowed to have their own little communities and groups and enclaves? Why are they? But I'm not allowed to have anything. So I got to share everything and they share nothing. They get all my money. They get all this protection. They get all these community leaders, all paid for by us, but it's just for them. Same as the Aboriginals and the LGBT. They all get our money, but it's just for them. They don't share with anyone. Meanwhile, they're going, diversity, equity, inclusion. It's so important because I'm a really nice person. They're not nice people. They're the worst of the worst people. They're liars, they're cheats. They're the kind of people that will kill you if you go into hospital. And they're the people that all the government are hiring and putting in all these positions. So beware, Aussies. If you're white, Christian or a Jew, you aren't safe in your own country anymore. And that's just a fact.